Welcome back to Gloved Up Garage. So for those of you that know, this is an '03 Mercury Marauder. Just purchased this about 2 weeks ago, and it was just dropped off a little over a week ago. This vehicle came from Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's been sitting for a couple of years. The owner parked it because he had an issue or it didn't want to start. We put a new battery in it, and now this thing starts up every time. So far, I haven't been able to duplicate the issue that he was having with it, but I'll dive into this thing and figure out what all we've got. So this is the outside, as you can see. Paint's in pretty good shape on this car. I'm really happy with this thing. There's a little bit of clear coat peel there at the top of the door. He said that he had the roof and the hood and the trunk lid painted. I believe that this is all dirt just sitting on the surface. You can just feel it. You can feel it sitting on the surface. So it'll have to be cleaned really, really good. I'm hoping to get this detailed soon too. It's going to need tires. I mean, this is not a perfect vehicle by any means. These tires are quite old. And you can see there the DOT date, 28th week of 2010. So those tires are 11 years old. Rear tires aren't much better. You can see some obvious cracks in the sidewall. Definitely gonna need to be replaced. We'll send those out with a nice little burnout. But looking at the DOT number on this one, 32nd week of 2009. So just about a year older than those front tires. Few scratches down the side, that's all the way through to the primer, so we'll touch those up until we get around to a repaint. Interior's in pretty good shape. Can't complain too much, it's about average. This vehicle has a little over 100,000 miles, 100,098 miles. CD, cassette, stock. Everything about this interior stock. It's got the 2 gauges down there, oil pressure, volts. Not a whole lot of wear on the seats. A little bit of stuff we need to clean out. Of course, the floor mats are worn. That's pretty common on these cars. The window switch panel is broken, which is, again, is pretty common. And then these armrests kind of flare out with some age, but I think we can glue those back. We'll take those apart and do some work on them. I've already got the hood popped, so we'll check out the engine on this thing. This is mostly stock car. It's still got stock mufflers. Nobody's really done much to this car. It's got a K&N cold air intake on it. And then this is the dual overhead cam 4.6, about 302, 305 horse. Depends on who you ask as how much power it has. So with the K&N on there, maybe put down about 10, 15 horse more, maybe. As you can tell, I've got the AC ports I'm doing some work on the AC right now. I've got the compressor where it's operating, but it's still really, really low on refrigerant. The compressor will cycle on and off really, really quick. Other side's not too bad. A couple little scratches here and there. Nothing major. No dents, no rust that I can see. These things are really notorious for rusting down there in the rocker panels, the plastic rocker panels. So I'll eventually get down in there and check that out and see if there's anything going on. But yeah, I don't want to disclose how much I paid for this car. I would say that it's somewhere way less than what I should have paid for this car. I did have it shipped, so I did use a company called ASAP Transport Solutions. They're out of Kansas. They did an excellent job getting the vehicle here with no damage. We had a little minor issue with the driver, but that was not the transport company's problems, and they have promised me that they were not going to use that driver any longer. I'm not going to go into a bunch of details with it. Just a little bit of a delay on the car getting here. Wasn't anything they had control over, and it's not even really worth mentioning. So I guess the theme for this thing, what I'm gonna do with it, I'm gonna go through and obviously clean it up. I want to get a bunch of the little maintenance done on these cars. do an oil change, do some spark plugs, clean this K&N filter because it's pretty dirty. Just clean under the hood, and then kind of address things as they pop up from there. You know, I am in Kentucky. It's pretty humid here, so I want to get the AC working. When I first got it, I did a bunch of checking, and I didn't realize it didn't have a single drop of refrigerant in it. So that may be something I'll need to address and see where it's leaking. Hopefully it's a quick and easy fix, maybe just a couple of O-rings or something, but we'll get it figured out and we'll get to that point. But I just wanted to introduce the car to the channel. I've had a few of these things too, just like Fox bodies. I've had a bunch of Fox bodies. This is the 4th Marauder I've had. This is the 3rd black one. And I sorely missed this car. So I'm very happy to get into this. And I'm very excited to bring it to the channel, show you all what can be done with these cars. Well, that'll be it for this episode. Kind of short and sweet, quick to the point. Just want to let you all know what this thing is. What these things are stock, and introduce it as it sits now. So you can see the coupe back there in the background, still getting some work done to it. The turbo coupe's inside, and then I've got a friend of mine's 88LX that we're doing some work to, also still inside. So eventually this will find its place in the garage. I'm getting ready to have some electrical work done. I'm really excited about that too. Hoping to get some electric run in the garage where I can have my compressor in there and actually get some work done without having to go over to the other barn where the compressor is. So that'll be it for this episode. Again, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so that you can see when I upload new videos. Definitely stay tuned for this one. This will be a fun little series. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.